The vast steppes of Mongolia, a harsh land of sweeping plains and unforgiving weather. Here, for centuries, nomadic tribes competed for scarce resources. Horses were their lifeline. They provided transport, sustenance, and the power to wage war. These tribes, often at odds, were masters of horseback riding and archery. Their survival depended on unity and strength. This fierce environment would forge a people destined to change the world. These nomadic tribes, though resilient, lacked unity. They raided each other, fought for grazing land, and lived in a state of constant conflict. This disunity made them vulnerable to outside forces. Their neighbors to the south, the powerful Jin dynasty of China, often exploited this discord. However, from this crucible of conflict, a leader would emerge. A leader who would unite the Mongol tribes and unleash their formidable might upon the world. Born Temujin, he would rise from humble beginnings. His early life was marked by hardship and tragedy. He witnessed the brutal realities of tribal life. His father, a chieftain, was poisoned by a rival tribe when Temujin was just a boy. This left young Temujin and his family to fend for themselves. They faced poverty and betrayal. Through cunning, strength, and a fierce determination, Temujin survived. He united the Mongol tribes under his banner. His charisma and military genius earned him the loyalty of the Mongol people. In 1206, at a grand assembly known as the Kurultai, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the oceanic ruler. This marked the birth of the Mongol Empire. The Mongol army was a force unlike any other. Their cavalry, unmatched in skill and endurance, was the backbone of their military might. Mongol warriors were trained from childhood to ride and shoot. They could fire arrows with deadly accuracy while riding at full gallop. Their horses, small but incredibly hardy, could cover vast distances. This gave the Mongols unparalleled mobility on the battlefield. The Mongols were masters of logistics. They traveled light, carrying everything they needed on their horses. Dried meat, fermented mare's milk, and the ability to live off the land allowed them to operate far from their bases. They were also adept at adapting to different environments, from the mountains of Persia to the plains of Eastern Europe. This adaptability made them a truly formidable force. Genghis Khan was a brilliant military strategist. He employed a combination of psychological warfare, deception, and innovative tactics. The Mongols were masters of siege warfare. They adopted new technologies, such as gunpowder, from their enemies. They used these weapons to devastating effect. Their reputation for ruthlessness often preceded them, sowing fear and demoralizing their enemies. Unlike other armies of the time, the Mongols were incredibly disciplined. They fought as a cohesive unit, following orders with precision. Their communication system, using flags and messengers, allowed for coordinated movements across vast distances. Genghis Khan's Yasa Code, a strict set of laws and regulations, maintained order and discipline within the ranks. Section 5. The empire expands. From the Pacific to Europe. Under Genghis Khan and his successors, the Mongol Empire expanded at an astonishing rate. They conquered vast swathes of Asia. They toppled empires from the Khwarezmian dynasty in Persia to the Jin dynasty in northern China. Their empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean in the east to the Dnieper River in the west. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his conquests continued under his successors. His sons and grandsons, following in his footsteps, led the Mongol armies to further victories. They established khanates or regional divisions to govern their vast empire. These included the Golden Horde in Russia, the Ilkhanate in Persia, and the Yuan dynasty in China. Section 6. Kublai Khan, a ruler of two worlds. Among Genghis Khan's descendants, Kublai Khan stands out. A shrewd politician and a skilled administrator, Kublai consolidated Mongol rule in China. He completed the conquest of the southern Song dynasty in 1279, unifying all of China under the Yuan dynasty. Kublai Khan established his capital at Khanbalik, present-day Beijing. He embraced aspects of Chinese culture, adopting the mandate of heaven and patronizing the arts. He commissioned the construction of grand palaces and canals. He also invited foreign travelers and traders to his court. One such visitor was the Venetian merchant Marco Polo, whose accounts of his travels would later captivate Europe. Section 7. Cracks in the empire. Seeds of discontent. Despite its vast size and power, the Mongol Empire was not invincible. Internal strife and rebellions plagued its later years. The vast distances and cultural differences between the various khanates made centralized rule a challenge. Succession to disputes and rivalries between different branches of the family weakened the empire from within. Kublai Khan's attempts to expand the empire further met with mixed success. His costly invasions of Japan and Southeast Asia ended in failure. These setbacks drained the empire's resources and exposed its vulnerabilities. Section 8. The legacy of the Mongols, a world transformed. The Mongol Empire, though relatively short-lived, left an indelible mark on history. Their conquests reshaped the political landscape of Asia and Eastern Europe. They facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across their vast domains. The Silk Road, under Mongol protection, experienced a resurgence. The Mongol Empire played a pivotal role in connecting East and West. Travelers like Marco Polo brought back tales of the Orient, sparking European curiosity about the wider world. This in turn contributed to the age of exploration. The Mongols also introduced gunpowder to Europe, which would revolutionize warfare. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring impact. The Mongol Empire, forged in the crucible of the steppe, rose to become one of the largest and most powerful empires in history. Under the leadership of Genghis Khan and his successors, the Mongols conquered vast territories, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Their military prowess, political acumen, and role in facilitating cultural exchange continue to fascinate and inspire us today. The story of their epic rise and fall serves as a testament to the enduring power of human ambition, adaptation, and the interconnectedness of civilization.